What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys have a fantastic day today. And today we have another iteration of the Fleet by Tide series, and this time we'll be doing something a little bit different, but I think you guys are really going to enjoy this. Today we're going to be taking a look at my very small 1 to 200 scale model airplane collection more in depth. I briefly mentioned at the end of my collection video, the 1 to 400 scale, when I showed these, that I would potentially do a separate video to kind of entail these, which I thought would be a fun idea. I have collected 4 more of them since I briefly went over these two that is last summer, but I'm really glad to be here and to go over these 1 to 200 models in my collection. I really hope to get more of them. There just hasn't been any recently that Gemini jets or any of the in-flights or anybody. The ones I've really wanted, obviously these models are very expensive, ranging from $75 to in some cases $200, and especially some models that are extremely hard to find that I really like the American MD-80 for example. Those typically go for hundreds of dollars, which is obviously not something you're going to pull out of your pocket and just drop every day. Or at least for me, as a 17-year-old, that's a little much. But anyways, I really hope you guys are excited for today's video, and we're going to be taking a full-on, in-depth look at my 1 to 200 scale collection. So let's begin over there. We'll begin with the smallest aircraft and progress up to the biggest aircraft. Alrighty, beginning with my first model, this is my Cessna 172 November 26, pardon me, Mike November. This aircraft files for some flight school. My apologies for forgetting off the top of my head. I probably should know it. But anyways, very nice aircraft as you can tell right here. Let me see if I can reach it. There we go. That works much better. So as you can tell, a very nice aircraft. Gemini, this is their 172 brand. Its name slipped my mind right now, but they do a really nice job representing the Cessna 172 on all these flight school models that they do. Haven't done one in a while, but I was really glad to get this. Got it from Easy Toys back in August, I believe, and unboxed in massive unboxing number 10. Very detailed model, as I'll zoom in and show you guys. So as you can tell, a super detailed aircraft with the cockpit and everything. It looks really, really cool. I thought they did a fantastic job here on the Cessna 172. No crazy complaints or anything like that. I was very pleased with it. Sorry for hitting the camera as per usual. Propeller does spin as you would expect, and the landing gear do indeed roll. So a really, really cool aircraft, and it looks really, really nice. Most certainly a marvelous model, and I'm really glad to have a Cessna 172. You know, these are very typical aircraft, but they're really, really cool as well. And just really, really nice model that Gemini Jets did. So I'm super glad to have that one in my collection. It has some really nice features to it, most certainly. Next up, we have my Alaska Airlines A321neo. All these are by Gemini Jets in different variations. This is their Gemini 200, of course. Once again, another really nice model right here. I got this one off the Alaska Company store for really good, I think $58 total, which was absolutely insane. I do want to get some more aircraft. I believe they have the MAX 9 and an A319 on there right now, so I may try to shoot for one of those at some point. But it was a very cool aircraft. I have seen this one in real life, and I did go into it in that review. So if you'd like to check that out, you are most certainly welcome to do so, which goes into detail about this aircraft. Really nice molding. They did a really good job showing off Alaska's colors here as usual. One thing that I do notice is this is a different sort of die cast or plastic or whatever, as it is much lighter than all my other 1 to 200 aircraft. Really, really light. I would say that it's not much heavier than probably about the same as a 757 even, honestly, which is kind of surprising. I'm not sure what the thing is with that, but yeah, just taking a brief look here, as you can tell, a really nice aircraft. Chester looks awesome. Great lighting today. So it looks really, really nice right here. Here's the underside. You got that beacon, which looks really good, and then your typical features on a Gemini 200. And then another thing is you do have that antenna as well, which looks really, really nice. So nice job on the Alaska Airbus A321neo. Next up, most certainly one of my favorite models in my 1 to 200 collection. All of them are, but this one particularly is definitely up there for sure. This is the Delta Airlines McDonald MD-88 November 903 Delta Echo. This one was made in, I want to say 2019, maybe 2018, 2019. Fantastic aircraft. I did get this in commemoration of the Delta Mad Dog retirement back in June of 2020. I really miss these things, and I'm so glad I was able to see a lot of them in Atlanta in December of 2019, and was lucky enough to even get to fly one. 976 was the one I flew. I believe it was DL. It may have been a DE, but I thought it was a DL. But anyways, a super nice aircraft right here. Great features, and really looks really, really nice. This one, opposed to the Airbus A321, feels much heavier. I had to use some effort to pick it up, most certainly. But some really nice features as of the beacon in the middle, the antennas, the rolling landing gear. Really nice shine there on the engines. The it slips my mind. GT8 8 219s, I believe. should know that by heart. I'm just really dumb. But anyways, what a nice aircraft this is. I'm super glad to have it in my Delta fleet, or my 1-200 fleet, and my Delta fleet technically. So a beautiful aircraft. Now I would love to get some more of these 1-200 Deltas. Not sure what I would do to do that, what type of aircraft, but would love to do so if possible. So yeah, just very expensive, like I said. But I'll definitely be keep collecting the 1-200 scale of the next airline that we'll go over. Not to say that I won't be collecting Delta, but I'll definitely be putting my priorities on American Airlines as per usual. As I'm sure you guys know, they are my favorite. I currently have 3 1-200 scale aircraft. I did have 4, but I'll tell a story about that here in just a minute. Here's one of my favorites for sure. This is my American Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the 1-200 scale. That's the 2013 release. I'm not sure. I think they've only made 1. They may have made 2. I think In-Flight also did 1, but like I said, a very cool aircraft. The landing gear and the wings even wiggling at this point. So the landing gear aren't great, so they keep falling out, so I'm not going to move it. But just giving you guys a really nice overview. Fun fact, I have actually flown I believe this was the first new livery 737. I flew November 807, November, which was, I'm pretty sure it was 807. That aircraft was the first new livery I ever flew, which was super cool, and definitely one of the first that was into the new livery. That was all the way back in March 2014, which if you didn't know, the livery was definitely relatively new at that point. But yeah, 908, I believe, was the first new livery 737. As you can tell, it looks great. Now, this is what the colors are supposed to look like, and if you guys don't believe me, it most certainly does add up as I bring the American Airlines A321 Neo into the frame, the 1-400 scale, and that's what color it is, and the Neo is even slightly lighter, but honestly, the shade on the 737 right there looks super nice. Just wish they would replicate that in the other scales, such as 1-400, and I think they do a better job in 1-500, but I need to check on that. But anyways, very neat aircraft, my American 737-800 in the 1-200 scale. Definitely a rare one, probably for sure. Most certainly another one of my favorites as well. This is the American Airlines Boeing 757-200 in the One World paint scheme in that chrome livery by Gemini Jets. I believe this came out in 2014. I want to say August maybe. This plane is absolutely gorgeous, as you can tell. Unfortunately, I was never able to see the One World 757 chrome livery or the 2013 livery, which is very unfortunate, as the 757 is one of my favorite aircrafts. And I really loved how it wore the One World livery, but I'm so glad I was able to replicate that through the model aircraft. This one's really, really nice. It has some spectacular detail on it. That beacon stands out like a sore thumb, but really, really looks nice, and Gemini Jets absolutely killed this model. It had a very interesting stand that came with it. It was like a really weird 3-piece. I want to say it had 1 long piece and 2 short ones, but it didn't really support the model very well. It's ended up breaking over time. So yeah, here's that American 757, and man, it looks absolutely spectacular. Let's just get a few views of this real quick. I mean, I'm not sure if it can get too much better than that. I mean, that is absolutely stunning. Gemini Jets did such a nice job. Stroke looks perfect on the letters. Member of One World, of course, and then you got the cockpit windows. This mold's really, really nice in my opinion. Looks really, really good, as you can tell right here. Just love that chrome, man. It looks so nice. So Gemini, a fantastic job on this American 757. And right here we have another phenomenal aircraft. This is the American Airlines McDonald Doubles MD-83 November 9621 Alpha that came out, I believe, late 2018, early 2019, somewhere in there. This was the latest release, as it's got very hard to find. I had to go to Waffle Collectibles to get this one, and the Delta was on sale, so I also got that. So very, very neat right here. Now, as you guys know, the American MD-80 being my favorite aircraft, I seriously can't even get enough of this aircraft. I try to look at it every evening and just admire its beauty. Gemini Jets did an absolutely spectacular job of making this beautiful model. Would absolutely love to get the older ones as well, the 82s, along with, I believe, I want to say it was Hogan Wings, and maybe somebody else did them as well in the 1-200. Just going to be a very expensive trip to do that, but I would absolutely love to, as they are gorgeous, as you can tell right here with 9621. This aircraft's really nice. I think I did see this one quite a few times, luckily, so very, very special aircraft to me, and it really goes along well with my 1-200 fleet. I don't think that I would be a true American MD-80 fan if I didn't have my 1-200, and I was so glad I was finally able to acquire it last summer, which I made a really cool video on it. So if you want to check that out, you are more than welcome to. And this plane, very, very special to me. One of my absolute top favorites. Definitely my favorite 1-200. Probably one of my favorite models ever. It is one of my favorites. I just don't know where to place it. I would say, I would really have to think about it, but probably really close to number 1, as this thing is absolutely gorgeous. Man, I don't even know what to say. This thing is so nice. Gemini Jets always did a really nice job on these 1-200 aircraft, the chrome aircraft, and this one is definitely no exclusion of that. This one is absolutely fantastic. Gemini Jets, fantastic job. Wow. So I really hope to get some more 1-200s at some point. I did have that American 777 300 ER in the 1-200 scale during the summer. However, the guy that I bought it off of offered quite a pretty penny to buy it back, so I did accept that offer. As you know, it was a really cool aircraft, pardon me, but the money in return definitely was, I thought, worth it. Even though, you know, I could have definitely kept it, I thought that that money was, and tried to help him out. He really wanted it back. So yeah, hopefully I can swing back around for that one. I would really like to start getting the 2013 livery and the chrome ones that GJ has done. There's a lot of them in flight, and JC Wings and all these guys. There's been a lot of aircraft that they have done. Would like to start with like the 2013 livery, as those are going to be those are a little more common. I think the 320 they did, the A321neo, 757 and 767 I think are common, so I think I could probably snatch up all of those. It would just take a lot of money and time. I may try to progressively do it, but we'll have to see. Q1's definitely been a little slow for me buying, so we'll have to see what happens, but definitely not going to lose sleep over saving money. But that will do it for today's video, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this look at my 1-200 scale collection. Let me know which ones you guys think I should buy in the future, and I'll probably be, for now on, buying all the 1-200s that GJ does in the American livery. I think that may be a new standard I set, because obviously they are gorgeous, like the last 3 that we took a look at here. And definitely other airlines. Would not mind buying like a Southwest 737 or any of those, as they're really nice aircraft, as you can tell. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe, trust the process, do what you love, and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon, as Redriveraviation is signing off.